Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and now we have over 100 clients. And we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 4 different TV studios with a staff of over 20. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. Welcome to my show. I'm Jeff Crilley, the host, and I can't wait to do this interview with Cathi Banks, longtime friend and co-owner of Legacy Travel.
Yes.
Well, you and I have worked together for many years, and I consider you the kind of the foremost guru on all things travel. When my wife and I have questions about travel, we turn to you. How did you get into this?
So back in late 1988, I met Philip Banks, who is now my husband, and at that time he was actually in the process of opening Legacy Travel, and we both worked at a different place at that time, but seeing him outside of work meant being at the travel agency, and so it just kind of grew from there. So that's how I got into it.
Well, we are going to show a little B-roll of your offices.
Okay.
You're based in Plano.
Yes.
And how long have you been around?
We opened our doors in April of 1989, so we just had our 30-year anniversary this past year. So yeah.
Congratulations! Yeah. And as we watch this video, have traveling trends changed over the years? Are you noticing anything with the millennials or the Gen Zs?
Yeah. Has anything changed in the last 30 years? Maybe a couple of things in everybody's industry. Certainly, I mean, we've been there since. Nobody had internet when we started, and of course now it's just ubiquitous. You have it in your hand all the time. So just the access to information, it used to be that what we sold was our access to information, and now what we sell basically is our ability to curate the information.
Yes.
So that, I guess, sums it up in a nutshell.
Well, I love it that you guys have experienced these trips. We've got some pictures off of your Facebook page from a recent trip you took. As we put up the pictures, I'll let you describe what we're looking at.
Okay, so that is in Kenya. That's in a giraffe rescue center. And you actually, I don't know if there's going to be a picture, but I actually got to kiss that giraffe.
Oh,
that's
cool.
a wonderful
That's
giraffe.
awesome.
If you have not been to Africa, you absolutely must go. You must make it a priority, and you must go. Yeah, there they are. And that day, we actually got to see a giraffe being born, which does not happen every day. It was just the whole trip to Africa. The company that we use for our African safaris is just unbelievable. You do not need to be at all nervous about traveling to Africa. They take care of every single thing. They're just phenomenal.
Well, and I love that you guys actually experience these trips. Mm-hmm. So when you recommend them to your customers, you can say, oh my goodness, Philip and I were there. This is what we experienced. Okay,
so that was a hot air balloon ride, as you can see. But when we land, then there is a champagne breakfast set up on the Mara. You might be more familiar with the Savannah, but in that part it's called the Mara. Anyway, so it's just unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when you and I first started working together, one of the things that we talked about was the idea that, yes, you can go on Travelocity or any different site and pick something, but I would hate to be in a strange country, and something's wrong with the hotel, or something's wrong with, or
something went wrong back home, or who knows what, a million things. The world is so unpredictable.
Who do you call? You don't call the 1-800 number at Travelocity, do you?
Well, and you bring up a good point. Every single person that buys a trip from us gets my own personal cell phone, like the phone that's sitting right down there, the same one that my children call.
Love it.
Everybody, it's not a second phone that I sometimes turn off. It is my only cell phone.
And there are times, I'm sure, where you're calling the hotel and you're saying, look, I send you guys a lot of business. These are VIP travelers. Mm-hmm. I need you to fix this.
Yeah, hotels, arrival transfers are a big thing. I'm early in the morning, a lot of times I'll get a phone call. Somebody's just arrived in Europe, and they've been flying for a long time, and they can't find their arrival transfer. So that's, something that we walk through with people, and just a variety of things.
And when I talk about you being a travel guru, you are the person that the media turns to. We've got a clip from local news here. I think it was CBS 11 or this. Oh, this is another state you're in. So you're really being called on by news people across the country for your insights. I do remember one time you were on the Jim Bohannon show. Do you remember this? That you broadcast from your closet at home.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of clothes and
well,
stuff.
And also, I have
in
two 70-pound golden retrievers, and so I need to be in a spot where they can't, make noise and interfere and whatnot.
Well, I remember this particular show. You called me up and you said, "Hey Jeff, I've been invited on this Jim Bohannon show. Is this important?" And I was like, it's only heard on 500 stations, 6 million people across the country, and he typically likes to have his people on for an hour. So prepare. Do you remember this?
It's starting to ring a bell, yes.
And you're in your closet doing this interview, and thank goodness that you had prepared, because an hour is a long time to talk.
That's a long time to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fun. Well, we're going to put your website up, legacytravel.com,
yes.
And so people can just email you or call you on the phone, or what's the best way?
So, of course, we're open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and, of course, we love getting those phone calls. But there's the contact form on our website. You can email us. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/legacytravel. So, yeah. All roads lead to Legacy Travel.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
You bet.
You've been a great guest.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.